the one, the only BlazerDragon. How
Thank
are
you.
you?
I'm doing okay. How about you?
I'm doing quite well. Thank you for asking.
You're
Well,
welcome.
as you can see, my project is coming along just fine. In fact, later today, after these duels are done, I will post the next part of our progression video.
Excellent.
I think I'll go first. So with that, I think I'll start this duel off by activating the field spell. The pressured planet rates off. In doing it, I can add one. Let's see. With the pressured planet rates off, I can add one Cashier monster from my deck to my hand. So, there we go. Unless you have an Ash Blossom or something else, I'll go ahead and add that. Do you have a response for me, Kenny?
I'll let you add your monster with the field spell effect.
Alright. King Lemur, welcome back.
Hi, Lori.
So with that, we'll go ahead and add the Tier Limits Cashier in my hand.
I'll try, Duzzy.
Yes. You know, there was a certain individual who I'm dueling today who does not wish to follow the rules. So, Circus Arubak is taking a back seat today. All areas today, we are playing Dragon Maid Tier Limits. As Blackheart seems to see. Anna, welcome to the live. For those of you guys just tuning in, welcome to my shadowy domain. I hope you're all doing well. Alright, and with that, now that I have that lovely card, let's keep playing, shall we?
Very well.
Next, I'll go ahead and play the continuous spell card, Tier Limit Scream.
Okay.
And within it, whenever a monster is normal special summon, and I control a tier limits monster, I can send the top 3 cards in my deck to the graveyard.
Alright.
So, I think we'll take a dive, and I'll summon Tier Limits Shiren to the field. Which will go ahead and activate my Tier Limits Screen, allowing me to send the top 3 cards in my deck to the graveyard.
Very well.
So, we're sending Dragon Maid Ernest, Dragon Maid Tidy, and Foolish Burial Goods. Up next, I'll go ahead and throw 1 card face down, and I think I'll have to call it a turn there. Your move.
Very well. I draw. Anything during my standby phase?
Nope, you're good.
Alright then. In that case, first, I activate the spell card Harpy's Feather Duster. Destroy all spell and trap cards my opponent controls. Any response?
Hey, yo, okay. I don't have a response. However, you triggered both of the cards. So, you destroyed my Tier Limit Scream and my face down Tier Limit Suya. So, Scream, I can now add 1 Tier Limit Trap card from my deck to my hand, and with Suya, I can add 1 Tier Limit Monster from my deck to my hand.
On Syrian's effect, Ash.
Let's see. Well, so you're not allowing me to add the monster, huh?
One search will go through, but the other won't.
Alright, well, which one? You get to choose. I can either add the monster or I can add the trap. Your choice.
I'll stop you. I'll stop your monster search.
Alright, in that case, we'll go ahead and add us a lovely Tearlament Suliak to my hand.
Very well. Next, I activate Swirl Sun's effect from my hand. I'll fuse it with Double D Lamia to fusion summon.
Oh. Alright.
I fusion summon into Triple D Flame King Genghis.
King Flame, Triple D, my friend. White Viper, welcome in. Welcome to my shadowy domain.
Next, I'll normal summon the tutor monster, Double D Orthros.
Alright, and on your normal summon, I'll go ahead and activate the quick effect of the Tearlament's Kashtira in my hand. I'll go ahead and special summon it. And then I have to banish a Tearlament's card in my graveyard. So I'll banish the Suliak.
Very good.
And with that, when it's special summon, when it's normal and special summon, I can send the top 3 cards of my deck to the graveyard. So we'll send a Dragon Maid Tiding, Chamber Dragon Maid, and my Tearlament's Rhino Heart. Now, we triggered Rhino Heart's effect. Since he was sent to the graveyard by a card effect, I can special summon it. And then I have to discard a Tearlament's card. So I'll discard the Suliak that's in my hand. So with that, I've triggered Suliak's. Well, let's finish Rhino Heart. We'll go Rhino Heart, Chainlink 1, and Suliak that I just discarded as Chainlink 2. So, with Rhino Heart, I get to send the Tearlament's monster from my deck to the graveyard. With the Suliak, I get to add the Tearlament's monster to my hand. So, let's go ahead and add another... We'll add another Tear Cache in my hand. And then I get to send one Tearlament's monster from my deck to the graveyard upon the normal special summon of my Rhino. So let's go ahead and send... there we go. We'll go ahead and send Tearlament's Merly. And now, since Merly was sent to the graveyard, we triggered Merly's effect. And we'll go ahead and fusion summon, unless you have a response to that.
No response.
In that case, we'll go ahead and use Merly, the Shireman on my field, and the Rhino Heart. Which actually, since he left the field after being special summoned by his effect, will banish him. But let's go ahead and give a big welcome to Tearlament's Kaleido Heart. And when he's special summoned, I can return one card on the field back to its owner's deck. So I think we'll go ahead and send your tuner monster back to the deck, my friend. Ooh, speaking of field centers, I did get a lovely custom field center. But with that, you're free to continue your turn, my friend.
Any cards on the top of my deck? Card tap.
Let's go... Let's stick with right and half and top 5. Oh, alright. I'll have to remember what I did with it, but if I find it, I'll be sure to show it to you guys.
Very well then. In that case, I'll send my fusion monster from my field to the graveyard. And special summon Double D Lamia from my grave or hand in defense position. I'll end my turn with that.
In that case, I'll draw. Excellent. Now, with that, I'll go ahead and activate the continuous spell card once again. Tearlament Scream. And next, I'll go ahead and activate the effect of the Dragon Maid's Hiding in my graveyard. By banishing it, I can special summon one Dragon Maid from my hand or my graveyard. Do you have a response to that?
No.
Excellent. That card, this is TCG. So, with that, we'll go ahead and we'll special summon my Chamber Dragon Maid.
Alright.
Now, we'll go Chamber Chainlink 1 and Scream Chainlink 2. So, with that, I'll go and send the top 3 cards of my deck to the graveyard. Sending Nud Jarl, Beast King of the Swamp, and another Chamber. Then, with Chamber Dragon Maid, I'll be adding one Dragon Maid spell or trap from my deck to my hand. So, let's add.
And that's after Chamber is sent to the graveyard, right?
This was from Chamber being summoned to the field.
Okay, good.
So with that, we'll go and add a Dragon Maid's Hiding to my hand.
Alright.
But with that, I think it's time. We'll go to the battle phase. So during the battle phase, I think we'll go ahead and return my Chamber to my hand so that we can special summon let's special summon Nud Jarl to the field.
Okay.
And with that, let's see, what's the defense of your monsters?
1,000.
1,000, huh?
1,000.
1,900. So, Tearlament's Kashtira, let's go ahead and swing your giant axe at that defense position monster for 2,300.
And because Double Delami was special summoned by her own effect, it leaves the field. I mean, it's banished when it leaves the field. Because I special summoned Double Delami for its own effect.
Excellent. Now, from there, Dragon Maid Nud Jarl, let's go ahead and service our guest, and we'll attack for 2,600. And last but not least, Tearlament's Kaleido Heart. Let's go ahead and wrap ourselves around our opponent and attack for 3,000. And with that, we'll go to main phase 2. I'll simply throw one card face down, and I'll pass my turn back to you.
Very well. Now it's my turn. I draw. I'll pass.
During your end phase, I'll go and special summon Tearlament's Kashtira to the field. And then that'll trigger my Tearlament Scream and her own special ability. So that'll let me, after I banish a Tearlament's card, I'll banish a Tearlament's Scream in my graveyard. So now I can send the top 3 cards of my deck to the graveyard, sending a Tearlament's Kashtira.
On your Tearlament's effect, I'll ash.
Oh, alright. In that case, Tearlament's Scream will still let me send 3 cards to the graveyard. So I sent Tearlament's Kashtira, Door to Sword Oracle, and what do you know, a Tearlament's Merlin. So, we get to trigger 2 effects. We'll go Merly, Chainlink 1, and Tier Cache, Chainlink 2. When Tier Cache is sent to the graveyard, I get to send 2 cards from the top of my deck to the graveyard. We'll send Dragon Maiden Nudjarl, and a Tearlament's Grief. And now, Mercy will resolve. Let's go ahead. We'll Fusion Summon using my Merly and a Beast King of the Swamp. And Beast King of the Swamp will be playing the role of Tearlament's Kit Kalos, since she was banned in TCP. However, there's still a way to bring out Tearlament's Rukolos.
Yes, indeed.
And then with that, since my Tearlament's Grief was sent to the graveyard by a card effect, I can add a banished Tearlament's Trap card from my banished back to my hand. So, I'll go and add back the Tearlament Suliak that I banished earlier this game. And with that, I'll begin my turn. I draw. Excellent. Now, last time we played the Pressure Planet Ripsaw, but I have a new card. The Primeval Planet Heli Rhino. And with it, I can add a Tearlament's monster into the card. One Tearlament's monster, or at least a Starfrost might not, but I always think one of those. I'll hold off on that. However, I can set 1 card face down, and it looks like you don't have anything on the field. So, I think it's time we go to battle. And with that, we'll go ahead and end this game. Tearlament's Kaleido Heart. Let's wrap yourself around Kenny and squeeze him for the rest of his life points. He'll be attacking for 3,500.
My remaining life points were at 2,400. With that, I lost.
So, who we two will go first this time?
I'll start us off. First, I'll activate my spell card, the continuous spell, or contract with the gates.
Thank you for the call.
Now, any response to my card's activation?
Nope, by all means, you're good to go.
In that case, I'll use Start Contract with the Gates effect to add a double D or triple D monster from my main deck and add to my hand. I can only use this effect once per turn. And the monster I'll be choosing to add is this one.
Liquid Foot.
Double D Griffin. Next, I'll normal summon Double D Savant Kepler. When this card is normal or special summon, one of 2 effects will happen. I can either target a Double D card I control and return to the hand, or add a Dark Contract card from my deck to my hand. And I will choose the second option. Any response?
You're adding a Dark Contract. Go off.
In that case, I'll be adding this Dark Contract card from my deck to my hand.
old shitbag.
And next, because I control a double D monster on my field at the very least, I can special summon this monster in defense position. Double D Griffin in defense mode.
Thank you guys for liking the live. I appreciate it.
Next, I activate the field spell, Dark Contract with Patent License. Next, I'll use Double D Griffin and Savant Kepler to link summon.
And we're going to give a big shout out to Jezzy, or some of you guys might know as the Dark Lady, for being my first subscriber.
I link summon my Link 2 Triple D Abyss King Gilgamesh. Now Triple D Abyss King Gilgamesh's effect activates. Any response?
I'll let you know right now, I have no response for your card's activation, so go off, Kenny.
In that case, when Abyss Gilgamesh is link summon, or rather special summon, I can choose 2 different Double D or Triple D Pendulum monsters and activate them in my pendulum zones. Then I take 1,000 points of damage afterwards. So first, I'll be choosing Scale 0, Go, Triple D Divine Zero King Rage.
You know what's up? Long time no see.
And next, I'll be activating my Scale 6 Double D Cerberus. And now afterward, I'll take 1,000 points of effect damage, leaving my life points at 7,000.
Well, as they say, life points are a resource. Just be careful.
Indeed. Now then. Color tap.
Right in half, and top 5 to the bottom.
Very well.
The adjust I see you're getting, welcome in.
I'll set 1 card face down. Next, I'm going to pendulum summon monsters whose levels are between Scale 0 and Scale 6, allowing me to pendulum summon monsters whose levels are at least 1 through 5. So, I'll pendulum summon Double D Savant Kepler and Double D Griffin to zones that Gilgamesh is pointing to. Now Double D Griffin's effect activates. If this card is pendulum summoned, I can discard a Double D or Dark Contract card and draw 1 card. Any response to Griffin?
Like I said, I have no responses for you. Go up, buddy.
Okay, so you're just that surprised. So, I'll discard Double D Savant Kepler from my hand. Draw 1 card. Next, I activate my continuous spell, Dark Contract with Swamp King. Next, I'll activate Double D Cerberus' Pendulum effect. I can target 1 Double D monster on the field. Its level becomes 4 and it gains 500 attack and defense points even after this card leaves the field. So I'll target my level 1 Savant Kepler and change it to level 4 and have it gain 400 attack and defense points. Next, I'll overlay my currently level 4 Double D Savant Kepler along with my level 4 Double D Griffin. With these 2 monsters, I built the overlay network in order to exceed summon. Triple D Wave King Caesar. Next, I'll overlay Triple D Wave King Caesar to Z-summon this card by its own requirement. Rank 5, Triple D Marksman King Tell. Next, I activate Triple D Marksman King Tell's effects. I can detach one material, and then I target one monster on the field, and it loses 800, and it loses 1,000 attack and defense points.
Thank you for doing it.
And if I do, you will take 1,000 points of damage afterwards. So I'll detach Double D Griffin, and I'll target my Link monster Gilgamesh, and have its attack points decreased by 1,000. And now you'll take 1,000 points of effect damage, especially because I already took damage this turn.
Well, now I've taken some damage. It seems we're even in life points.
Indeed. Next, I activate the Art Contract with the Swamp King's effect. I can fusion summon a Triple D monster using monsters from my hand field, and I can also banish Double D monsters in my graveyard in order to fusion summon. So I'll banish Double D Griff. I'll banish Double D Savant Kepler from my graveyard, and the Gilgamesh, and I'll send the Gilgamesh on my field to the grave. With this, I'll fusion summon into
a special guest.
Triple D Oracle King Dark. Next, I'll overlay my Marksman King Tell in order to summon this monster for its own special requirement. Ordinarily, this would require level 10 Fiend monsters, but I can also Z-summon this using a Triple D monster on my field as materials. My rank 10 Triple D Divisor King Dos Magnets.
Ruby, welcome in. Welcome to my shadowy domain.
And with that, my turn will come to an end now.
And with that, we'll go ahead and begin I draw. So, I think it's fair we do this. I'll kick off my turn by activating the field spell, the Primeval Planet Pele Rhino. And by doing so, I can add one Tier Limit monster from my deck to my hand.
On that, I will ash that field spell for this turn.
Well, in that case, you've activated the effect of my Tier Limit Hadness. Since you've activated a monster effect... Oh, wait a minute. Never mind, that's the activate on the field. Yeah. No monster for me. That's fine. In that case, I didn't really want to have to do this, but it seems you've left me with no choice. So, I'll go ahead and special summon to the field my Tier Limits Kashtira. And by doing so, I now have to banish a Tier Limits card from my hand or graveyard. Since I don't have any,
I will reveal my counter trap, Solemn Strike. I'll pay 1,500 of my life points to negate and destroy it.
That's unfortunate. However, I still do have to banish for cost. So I'll banish a second copy of my Kashtira. Now, you've activated its effect. Since it was sent to the graveyard by a card effect, I now send the top 2 cards of my deck to the graveyard. You can special summon this card, and if you do... Never mind, I guess I won't. It's not for cost. But, as I said, you've now triggered its graveyard effect. Since you sent it to the graveyard by a card effect, I get to send the top 2 cards of my deck to the graveyard. Captain, your ass. This is why you read your card effects, folks. I send the Primeval Planet, Paley Rhino, and Dragon Maid Lordpaw. And you may have stopped me last time, but let's see if you stop me this time. I attempt to special summon my second copy of Tearlament's Kashtira. Is that summoned here?
Yes, your summon's good.
In that case, I will now banish the copy that you destroyed earlier. And since it was special summoned, I can now send the top 3 cards of my deck to the graveyard.
And now that your monster... And because you activate a monster effect, I'll activate those Mind Kinex's special effects. Once per chain, when a monster card my opponent controls activates its effect, I can either detach 2 materials or destroy a dark contract card on my field, and if I do, I can attach that opponent's card to this one as a material. So, I'll destroy my dark contract with Swamp King and attach your monster to my disease monster as material.
That's quite rude. And now you've activated the Tearlament's Havness in my hand. Since you've activated a monster effect on field, I can now special summon her from my hand. And after that, I get to send the top 3 cards from my deck to the graveyard. That's all. So we sent Chamber, Tidying, and what do you know? A Laundry Dragon mode. Yeah, fortunately, but now that we've special summoned my Tearlament's Havness, I get to send the top 3 cards in my deck to the graveyard.
And remember, the other Kashtira monster that was next to it is attached to my disease monster as material.
After we do the 3. And we sent Tearlament's Grief, Tinket, and Tearlament's Murder. And now, you get my Fury Tearlament. However, we've milled a Tearlament's Merly, and we've also triggered my field spell. So we'll go Merly Chainlink 1, and my field spell Chainlink 2. Actually, we haven't activated the field spell just yet. So, we're going to attempt to use Merly's effect in the graveyard to fusion summon. Response?
Go ahead.
In that case, let's take a look at our graveyard, shall we? So, let's go ahead, we'll use Merly and Havness. We'll get that stuff in a second, but let's go ahead and give a big welcome to... Where are you? Oh, there you are, Garura, Wings of Resonance.
Alright, and because you summoned a fusion monster, the effect of my field spell now activates. If my opponent special summons a monster with the same card type as a Triple D monster on my field, outside the damage step, I can inflict 1,000 points of damage to my opponent, and then, while this card is face up on the field, my opponent cannot special summon monsters with the same card type as a special summon monster for the rest of this turn. And because I control a fusion monster, you're now allowed to fusion summon for the duration of this turn.
Well, that may be so, but we triggered my field spell. Since the tier limit of the monster was sent back from the graveyard into my deck, I can destroy one card on the field. Let's go ahead and take out that Mocking Egg, shall we?
Great. However, you'll still be taking the effect damage from my field spells effect.
We'll pay for that, Kenny. Now, my tier cache that was attached to your Mocking Egg is now in the graveyard. And what's the attack points of the monsters you have on the field right now?
2,800.
2,800. Unfortunately, that's a bit strong for me. Because unfortunately, even with the boost from my field spell, my monster's only 2,000. But I think I'll simply say one card face down. I'll have to end my turn there. Your knee.
Very well. I draw.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Anything during my phase or not?
You know what? Yeah. We'll go and activate the effect of my Dragon Maid Tiding. By banishing it from my graveyard, I can special summon a Dragon Maid monster in my graveyard. Unless you have a response to that.
No, I was asking because my Standby Faces effects will trigger it at this time.
Well, go ahead and bring forth my Laundry Dragon Maid.
Alright.
And then the effect will send the top 3 cards of my deck to the graveyard.
Very well. And normally I would take 1,000 points of effect damage from this card, but Divine Zero King Rage's Pendulum effect cancels out 1 card effect damage dealt to me once per turn.
Ooh, alright. Who's affecting go off the same play? Okay. Well then, let's see. So what you're saying is you're not taking any effect damage. Yeah.
I won't be taking card effect damage from 1 card effect once per turn.
Ah, so how many cards would deal effect damage to you right now?
So far, just this one.
Ah, so because you only have the one,
And your Dragon Maid still gets a search off.
with that, we're sending Tyrion Suliak, Beast King of the Swamp, and Dragon Maid Nudjar being sent to the graveyard. Which will go ahead and trigger my Suliak, allowing me to add 1 Tyrion monster from my deck to my hand. Response?
Nope, you're good.
In that case, let's go ahead and add. Well, that's Tyrion Rhino Heart.
Very well.
What else you got going on, Kenny?
Alright. Since you're finished interfering with my standby phase, I think I'll move on to my phase now.
By all means.
I'll activate Dark Contract with the Gates of Gates effect to add a double D monster from my deck to my hand.
Alright, I'll go ahead and chain. Yeah, I don't have one in my hand. Keep going. You're good. Oh. And it seems we got the puzzle, folks.
I'll add Double D Savant Copernicus. Now then, speaking of whom, I'll normal summon Double D Savant Copernicus to my field. When this card is normal or special summon, I can send a Double D or Dark Contract from my deck to the graveyard. Any response?
Nope. No responses. Go off.
In this case, I will send Double D Vice Typhon from my deck to the graveyard. Cut or tap.
Right in half.
Alright. Top 5 cards into the bottom.
Yes. Let's stick with that.
Now then. Next up. Because Double D Vice Typhon was sent to the graveyard during this turn, I can banish it along with any other materials in my graveyard to fusion summon a monster.
What are we bringing out this time?
The catch is, as long as it's level 8 or higher. So, from my graveyard, I'll banish my rank 5 Triple D Marksman King Tell and my level 7 Double D Vice Typhon from the graveyard. These two, I can fusion summon this monster that's as long as it's level 8 or higher.
Welcome in, Beardy. Welcome to my shadowy domain.
I fusion summon my level 8 Triple D Flame High King Genghis. Any response to its summon?
Well, like I said, go off.
Very well.
Thank you for the follow. I do appreciate it. And thank you for liking the live.
I'll proceed to... next, I'll link Double D Savant Copernicus and my Triple D Oracle King Dark. And I will link summon into another Abyss King Gilgamesh. Next, I'll activate Flame High King Genghis's effect. Because a Double D monster was normal or special summon, I can special summon a Triple D monster or so. Oh yeah, I got a monster from my graveyard.
Thank you for the item.
Yep, I saw. And I'll give a welcome back to Triple D Oracle King Dark.
Alright. Talks back, so you can in. Welcome to my shadowy domain.
Next, I'll overlay Gilgamesh and bring out another Triple D Divisor King Deus Machinix.
I'm starting to not like that thing.
Now I'll proceed to battle phase.
And at the start of battle phase, you've triggered my monster. She'll return from the field back to my hand, allowing me to special summon a level 7 Dragon Knight from my hand or graveyard.
In response, I'll activate Machinex's effect. I'll destroy my Dark Contract with the gates and attach that monster on your field as its material.
That's most unfortunate. Goodbye, my laundry dragon maid. Power came back. Hell yeah.
And now the battle phase resumes. I'll attack your face down with Oracle King Dark for 2,800.
I'll be taking 800, and when Garura is sent to the graveyard, I can draw 1 card.
Very well.
Huh.
Now, my Kinetics attacks you directly for 3,000.
That one hurt quite a bit.
Next, Triple D Flame High King Genghis attacks you directly for 2,800.
Seen stars?
Next, I'll set 1 card face down. And I'll end my turn with that.
With that,
Thank you for the follow.
I draw. And would you look at that?
Let's see.
I've already lost 1 monster. Let's see
wow. Oh yeah, you were at 6,000 when I was dealing all that battle damage.
In that case, it looks like that's it. You won this time, Kenny. So, for those of you guys who are here, if you aren't already, give our friend Kenny a follow. Check out his content. Send him some love.
And everyone else do the same for Arubak here.
We'll have to see him for another duel next time.
Indeed.
Until then, take care, Kenny.
You too.